And welcome to another episode of Advocate Pramod Bhardwaj Speaks. I'm Advocate Pramod Kumar Bhardwaj, and today we dive into an incredibly important and often debated topic: prenuptial agreements in India. Now, you might be thinking, prenuptial agreements? Isn't that something only for celebrities or rich people? Well, the truth is, prenups are becoming more common and relevant for everyday individuals, not just the wealthy. Whether you are thinking of getting married or already married, it's important to know what a prenuptial agreement is, how it functions under the Indian law, and how it can benefit both parties. In today's video, we'll be discussing whether prenuptial agreements are valid in India, the legal framework surrounding them, how Indian courts view prenups, and the advantages of having one. We will also explore how Western countries like the USA and the UK handle prenups, which can provide valuable insights into what we can learn from their experiences. This is not just about protecting assets, it's about clarity, fairness, and ensuring that both spouses understand their financial rights before they walk down the aisle. So, if you are considering a prenuptial agreement or simply curious about how it works, keep watching. Let's start by addressing the fundamentals. What is a prenuptial agreement? Simply put, a prenuptial agreement, commonly known as a prenup, is a contract that couples enter into before marriage. It generally outlines the division of property, financial responsibilities, and other important aspects in the event of a divorce, separation, or the death of a spouse. Now, many people might consider a prenup to be a rich person's contract, but the truth is, prenups aren't just for the wealthy. A prenup can help provide clarity about how finances, property, and even debts will be handled. This is especially important in cases where one or both spouses may have significant financial assets or obligations. You might wonder, why should I get a prenup? Well, here are some reasons. Protection of individual assets. If you or your partner owns property or has significant financial assets, a prenup helps in ensuring that these assets remain protected. Clarification of financial responsibilities. Prenups can lay out clear expectations regarding financial contributions to the marriage, reducing the chances of conflict over money. Fair division of property. In case of a divorce or separation, the prenup can decide how property and asset should be divided fairly. Preventing future conflict. Prenups help set realistic expectations and can reduce misunderstandings about finances, which often lead to a conflict in a marriage. Now let's discuss the legal landscape in India regarding prenups. Now that we know what a prenuptial agreement is, let's turn to the Indian legal framework. In India, marriage and divorce laws are governed by personal laws that vary according to religion. These include the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Muslim Personal Law Shariat, Christian Marriage Act, and the Special Marriage Act 1954. So, how do these laws handle prenuptial agreements? Let's break it down. The Hindu Marriage Act 1955 governs marriages among Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, and Buddhists. The law does not specifically address prenuptial agreements. Whilst the Act provides for maintenance and alimony, prenuptial agreements that attempt to limit or eliminate these rights may not be enforceable. A wife, for instance, has the right to seek alimony under this Act regardless of any agreement between the spouses. Muslim personal law or the Shariat. Under Muslim personal law, the concept of meher, a financial gift from the husband to the wife at the time of marriage, is recognized. However, meher is not the same as a prenuptial agreement, as it only pertains to the marriage contract itself, not the division of assets in the event of divorce. The Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act 1986 further strengthens the wife's right to maintenance after divorce, making it difficult for a prenup to limit these statutory rights. Christian Marriage Act. Similarly, under the Christian Marriage Act, maintenance and alimony rights cannot be waived through a prenuptial agreement. While it is possible to outline the division of assets in a prenup, it cannot override a spouse's entitlement to maintenance in the event of divorce. Special Marriage Act 1954. The Special Marriage Act applies to marriages between people of different religions or to individuals who choose not to marry under their respective personal laws. Similar to other marriage laws, the Special Marriage Act does not explicitly address prenuptial agreements. However, as with other legal frameworks, maintenance rights under this act cannot be waived or reduced by a prenup. Now, what are the challenges to prenuptial agreements in India? While prenuptial agreements are becoming more common in India, they face certain legal challenges. The main challenge comes from statutory rights that spouses have under Indian family law, particularly the right to maintenance and alimony. Let's explore these challenges. Maintenance rights are statutory. In India, the right to maintenance is considered a statutory right under family laws. This means that no agreement, including a prenup, can take away this right. For example, the Shah Bano case 1985 reinforced the idea that a Muslim woman is entitled to maintenance after divorce, regardless of any private agreement between the couple. Public policy considerations. Indian courts are often guided by public policy when evaluating prenuptial agreements. If a prenup is defined unfair or unconscionable, the court will likely declare it void. The principle of fairness plays an important role here, ensuring that one party is not unfairly disadvantaged by the terms of an agreement. Lack of clear legal framework. The absence of clear statutory guidelines on prenuptial agreements in India means that their enforceability often depends on the specific facts of each case. Without a well defined legal framework, courts exercise discretion in deciding whether to enforce a prenup, and this leads to uncertainty. What are the important legal precedents in India? India's judicial system has dealt with various cases related to prenuptial agreements, and these cases provide insight into how such agreements are treated. Let's take a look at some important judgments. Dastane versus Dastane, 1975. In this case, the Supreme Court ruled that a wife's right to maintenance cannot be waived or diminished by an agreement between the spouses. The case underlined that maintenance is a legal right and no prenup can override this right. Shah Bano versus Union of India 1985. In the Shah Bano case, the Supreme Court made it clear that maintenance is a right granted under Indian law, and no prenup can contractually remove that right. The ruling is often cited to emphasize that statutory rights cannot be restricted by a private agreement. K.K. Verma versus Union of India 2001. The Delhi High Court ruled that prenuptial agreements cannot be enforced if they violate public policy or deprive one party of their statutory rights, such as maintenance or alimony. Next, let's discuss the advantages of prenuptial agreements. Despite the challenges, prenuptial agreements offer numerous advantages that can benefit both spouses. Let's take a deeper dive into the practical benefits. Number one, protection of assets and family businesses. If you or your partner owns property, a family business, or other valuable assets, a prenup can protect those assets in the event of a divorce. It helps ensure that the ownership and control over these assets stay with the rightful owner. Second, clarity on financial expectations. Prenuptial agreements allow both spouses to clarify their financial roles and responsibilities. This reduces the chances of conflicts over finances, which is one of the leading causes of marital disputes. Third, prevention of future liabilities. If one spouse has significant debts, a prenup can prevent the other spouse from being held liable for those debts in the event of a divorce. This provides a clear division of responsibilities and protects each individual's financial well being. Fourth, fairness and transparency. Prenups ensure equity and fairness in case of a separation. They can specify how property, assets, and even debts will be divided in a way that both parties agree upon upfront. This leads to less emotional and financial turmoil in case the marriage ends. Fifth, reduced legal battles. By agreeing to the terms of division beforehand, a prenup can reduce the emotional and legal stress that often accompanies divorce proceedings. It provides a clear path for how the marriage should end financially, which can make the separation process less contentious. Next, we discuss the international perspective regarding prenups in USA and UK. Let's briefly look at how Western countries like the USA and UK handle prenuptial agreements. In both these countries, prenups are widely recognizable and enforceable. United States. In the USA, prenups are enforceable in most states, but they must be fair and transparent. If the agreement is deemed unconscionable or if one party was coerced, it may not be enforced. United Kingdom. In the UK, prenuptial agreements are not automatically binding, but courts do consider them if they are reasonable and entered into voluntarily. In cases where the terms are fair and transparent, the court is more likely to uphold the prenup. In conclusion, prenuptial agreements are becoming more relevant and sought after even in India. While Indian law provides limited enforceability of prenups, particularly with regard to maintenance, they can still be useful for asset protection and financial transparency. As marriage laws evolve, prenups could become more widely accepted in India, just like in the USA and the UK. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. If you have any legal questions or need personalized advice, feel free to reach out to me on the WhatsApp or via email. The details are in the description below. I'm here to help you with all your legal needs, both in India and abroad. Thanks for watching. This is Advocate Pramod Bhardwaj signing off. Until next time, stay informed, stay protected, and stay safe.